Um, my prince, are um, are you all right? Well, you've been despondent since we set out. You've scarcely said a word this whole time, and it's um, it's been a few hours. Are are you perhaps worried? After all, Litany does not have the best of relations with Luor. The queens, that is your mothers, have done much to ease the tension between our lands, but we have a rather bloody history with them. War, you understood, is always political, though many believe it to be a conflict of morality. Those who cast stones in defense of their morals seldom have um, the high ground, at least as I understand it. No, you're not worried about that. Then, ah, um, it's it's because of the particular type of diplomacy, isn't it? The fact that you'll be expected to court someone from the Malaysian royal family bothers you, right? That makes sense. That makes sense. I've noticed how uncomfortable you get when noble women come in their attempts to woo you in order to climb the social ladder. Oh, I'm not trying to criticize the way of things. I just um, my prince. This this is a very personal question I'm about to ask, and if you do not want to say anything, I would not read into your silence. Thank you, my prince. Um, you you prefer men over women, right? Yes. I thought your interest in some of the Relden gladiators seemed different from mine. Oh, me. No, I, uh, I aspire to be as strong as them. You know, they are, after all, quite fit. I, I do envy that. Although, my liege, you look at them in a much different way, much in the way you know, uh, some men stare at women they find beautiful, or the way the way your mothers look at each other. Of course, I pay attention to you, my prince, even when we're otherwise occupied. It is my sworn duty, after all. The Louisian royal family does have an unmarried prince, although Luor's custom are slightly slightly less approving of relationships between two men. It's not against the law the way it was 40 50 years ago, but the stigma is more prevalent here than it is at Litany. But I did have heard rumors about Prince Fiero. Yes, the youngest in the Louisian royal family. I have heard that he's been spotted stealing moments away with both ladies and lords. Oh, not that we should take rumors at face value, but there is a chance. Even still, you, uh, I I see you don't much care for the idea of marrying for political reasons. I can understand that. I I know I wouldn't much appreciate being required to marry under circumstances, even if there was a chance at being with someone well, I don't really know if I'll ever be open to marriage. My devotion is to you and you alone, Your Highness. But I forget myself. This is not about me. This isn't even about you. Well, not directly. It's all just politics after all. Though I believe I've told you before that I was raised in Luor, correct? Oh, uh, I thought I had mentioned it, but I suppose I'm mistaken. Well, the town of Risenport, where I was born and raised, is located in the northeastern of Luor. My mother, may she rest in the kind earth, was from there. Papa was a soldier, you see, but he was wounded before he even made it to a single battle. He laments the lost chances of glory, but I, for one, am grateful for his accident, because he would not have met my mother had he been able to forge on onward. He would have killed many, or perhaps even been killed, or, well, more likely both. But instead, my mother found him by a river, flung from his horse and ignored by his fellow soldiers. And though she recognized his uniform as Litnian, she was not the sort of person to leave someone in need. She helped him make his way to her home, and she nursed him back to health. Yes, when I was just a little boy, young enough to have a very shaky understanding of consequences, but old enough to show off in the dumbest ways, my parents decided we should move to the Luotian capital city of Ruark. I grew up there, but I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. So I went out and saw the sights. The Ariha waterfall, the crystalline caves of Mount Yukoa, the Forest of Flames too. I I traveled for a long time. Eventually, however, I returned to Ruar to become a knight. Well, what can I say? It was my calling, after all. Oh, look, my liege. You can see the city on the horizon. What a beautiful skyline, especially at sunset like this. Hmm? Calling me a romantic? No, no, hardly even. I I just think the world is a beautiful place. Oh, perhaps we should rest up little before we arrive, my liege. Not to be too forthright, but you look rather tired. Yes, my prince. Rest. I will wake you when we arrive. Ah, there you are, my prince. You, you slipped away while Princess Adelia was speaking with me about, huh. I, I don't know what she was trying to say. I'm also not entirely certain that she do either. but, um, but that's not important. How are you feeling, my prince? that is, um, that is understandable, given the circumstances. I cannot say that I envy you, even with the royal title. Though, I did, um, I, I saw you speaking with Prince Fiero earlier. He seems sweet, doesn't he? Oh, not interested. I, um, I suppose that's fair. Oh, he's in a relationship. I see. Oh, you mean the tailor he spoke so highly of was? Ah, I, uh, I had no idea. Huh, it, um, it didn't even occur to me. Oh, are you making fun of me, Your Highness? I, I am, well, I suppose I am, a little bit oblivious where romance is concerned. Of course, such a match would be unlikely to work out. A craftsman and a prince. I fear we have a long way to go before that will be plausible. Oh, you want my thoughts on the matter? Oh well, I'm I'm not very well versed in diplomacy, but I don't see why marriage should be the only method through which two kingdoms can find common ground. If you if you became friends with anyone in the royal family, wouldn't that also be worthwhile? A true friend can also be a valuable ally, after all. My liege, Princess Noreen has an interest in flower arranging. I, I've noticed that you know a great deal about flowers. Perhaps you might strike up a conversation with her. Yes, Princess Noreen is the eldest daughter. She's already been courted by a duke, so talking to her shouldn't lead to any misunderstanding of intention. Though, in the meantime, um, would you would you like to walk in the gardens? Perhaps it's a little selfish of me, but I've heard that the Luor Castle gardens are quite something to behold. And you know how much I like relaxing in a well-tended garden, right? Thank you, my prince. I'm glad you want to see them as well. Let us go to it then, my prince. Hey guys, Vincent here. Thank you so much for listening in to this audio. If you like this audio, please give it a thumbs up, comment, and share it with your friends as they'll make the YouTube overlord very, very happy. If you want to hear more, there should be another audio in the screen right now. Do check the description too if you'd like to follow me on my socials or donate to help me and the channel out. I would also like to thank Ginger Neutral on Reddit for this Himbo night script. This is part 4 in the series. Do check the rest on the playlist shown or on the link provided in the description. And with that, I'll see you in the next audio.